Hey guys, Jonathan Farmer here with OPST, and we're gonna talk trout spay, micro Skagit. I know a lot of folks like to throw streamers for trout, and that is all great and wonderful. But with the OPST floating tips, we're gonna talk about something that I do, and I'm sure a lot of y'all do, but I feel like something is a little bit overlooked, and that's soft tackles. And the majority of a trout's diet is bugs, and so in the summertime you can have a ton of fun swinging little soft tackles for trout, and there's a whole bunch out there that have existed for a very, very long time. So I'm not going to show you all anything really new, but I just want to get you guys thinking about what you can do to diversify your summer trout swing game and still enjoy casting micro Skagit rods and lines and having a blast in the summer. What I'll typically do is I'll take an OPST floating tip, whether it be one of the 5-footers or the 7.5-footers on one of my trout rods, and I'll just throw on 6 to maybe 9 feet if it's really clear water of leader or tippet, and then just fish and swing and soft tackle. And the great thing about them is you can't really fish them wrong. You can cast them upstream, dead drift them. You can cast them and swing them broadside. You can cast them downstream and swing them really slow. There really is no wrong way to fish a soft tackle. So I just want to show you a quick one that I like to tie and fish. It's easy to fill the box. We're going to do a hare's ear soft tackle, and yeah, we'll just get right to it, and I'll just kind of chat about what I kind of like to do with these things all at the same time. So this is I typically tie on the A-Rex. I believe it's the 50 or the 581. It's the curved nymph hook from A-Rex. It's the barbless. When you add the 1 afterward, they're barbless. Anyway, this is a TMC 206BL in a size 12. And this is Vivas A-Dot. They make a bunch of different great threads, but this is what I happen to have on hand, and you don't have to do anything really super special. But we're just going to take a little golden pheasant tail. This is dyed orange, and I'm really only looking for a few fibers here. Like 3 or 4 is plenty. That's 2. And here's 2 more. So now we're into 4. So we'll make this about the length of the body. You can do this with or without a tail. It really doesn't matter. We'll measure the length of the body. And really, to make your life easier, just tilt that hook and the vise so you can do it hassle-free, and then we'll move it here in a minute. But in the summertime, if I want to sink this fly just a little bit, you can either add a bead to it, or you can grab. What I've been doing is I have a whole bunch of tea material at the house, and I'll just make my own little tiny sink tips. So I have a bunch of like 2.5 foot pieces of T7 and T8, and I'll just throw them on the end of that floating tip, and then I can sink it a little bit so I can adjust it throughout the day with whatever I'm doing. I'm going to take a little bit of crinkle mirror flash and take like 1 strand of it, and we're just going to double it up and cut it in half. And this is going to be our little rib to add a little bit of flash into the fly. You can do this in really whatever color. If you want to do an opal, if you want to do a purple, you want to do orange or root beer, it doesn't really, it's kind of up to you. That's the cool thing about soft tackles. You can just fish a traditional partridge and orange. But the point being is really just expanding what we're what we're doing with the whole trout spay thing, and just having a lot of fun doing it. I have a ton of fun fishing soft hackles in Alaska, and it's a really buggy state, and there's a lot of other places that have great hatches, and just something that we overlook. So this is just a hare's ear dubbing from Hairline. They make a bunch of really cool hare's ear dubbings now. They make a hare's ear ice dubbing. They do a lot of different cool stuff with those dubbings. But we'll just build up a little body, and we're getting our bump at the same time. You could even throw in, for a thorax, you could really do a whole lot of different things. You could do like an ice dub. You could do you peacock curl. Do a lot of different things with the thorax. We're just doing a simple little fly today. We're just going to tie that off. And then this is a partridge skin from Nature Spirit. They make really good stuff. Well, they find really good stuff. And this is one of the more brown kind of feathers off this skin. It's not the white and black little speckled feathers. This is kind of from the flank a little bit. And I like, I don't have a hackle gauge here with me, but I like the hackle to be about a time and a half the gap of the hook. So let's see if I pick this one right. It doesn't really matter, but if you, again, have a nice looking fly box, you'll be happy to fish it. So it's really easy to overdress these. 2 wraps is plenty on a soft hackle. Really more than plenty. So there's 1, here's 2, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strip this one side. I'm going to strip the other side, and we're going to finish the fly. And so we have a little hot spot of orange in the front. You can do red. I really like this fly in red, with the red hot spot in the front, little red head. But now we've just got a super simple, quick and easy, awesome little soft hackle to fill your box and to go out and swing and have a really good time in the summer doing it. To finish this fly off, again, I don't have a whip finisher today. I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's probably got lost in my luggage. But what we'll do is a little bit of crazy glue. Just run a bead down. And not only are we gluing our head at the same time, but we're also getting a nice little shiny head. Cut your thread, and if you want to reinforce with a little bit more crazy glue, just to make sure that that head is secure, you can. There you go. There's a quick little soft hackle that is a ton of fun to fish in the summer. Again, you can't fish it wrong. Go out there, cast it anyway, let it drip, swing it out, wait for a tug. Hope you enjoyed it, and tight lines to you guys. Thanks again for watching.